Yo, fam. It's time to announce those endurance routines for Calisthenics Cup 2025 at FIBO in Cologne. So, the first set of male competition of the male category is supposed to be the round of 16. The first exercise is L-sit hold for 30 seconds, completely unbroken. So 30 seconds unbroken. What happens if you break? There is no penalty, you just need to do it over. All the exercises within the competition that are supposed to be done unbroken, whenever you break it, you need to start over. That's the only rule. So, the L-sit, correct? What do we need? We need straight arms, straight legs. Your heels should be above the bar. Let me demonstrate. So you can plantar flex, point your toes out. You can dorsiflex, point your toes towards you. It doesn't matter as long as you hold it for 30 seconds. The following exercise is basically a superset, which is 30 dips, 30 pull-ups, and 30 push-ups. Yeah, and on dips, you guys already know the standard is the highest. All those exercises were already explained within the description for the qualifier, and you guys are familiar with this, and you should not be surprised. There should be no surprise when it comes to the highest standard of the repetition, each and every. We should respect every rep, every exercise. Just like people who watch the competition, they would be like, yeah, that's the highest standard out there. That's elite. That's excellence. Yeah? So, 30 dips, as simple as that, guys. Shoulder below the elbow, straight legs, there is no kipping. Just like in a qualifier, there is no need to do an extra explanation for the exercise that all of you already performed well during the qualifier. Lock out on the top, hips below the bar, just like we spoke already. Yeah, the pull-up, there should be no surprise for you, but I would like to emphasize certain things because you guys already asked me, in the messages. So, chin over the bar, how high you should go. Well, just as high as the judges needs to see that your chin is above the bar. There should be no doubt for you. So there is no doubt for judge. So when it comes to the pull-up and how high you need to go, you actually need to demonstrate. Like, you can of course do this, but the chin should be above the bar and across it. This does not count. You know what I mean? So whenever you do the pull-up and it's like this, like you're touching it, there is a no rep. Yeah. Then the lockout. The lockout is also important because the technique where your scapula is excessively depressed, retracted, and you leaned back. You're leaned back like this. And you go like that, which shortens the range of motion instead of going all the way down and actually extending your shoulder. It may result as a no rep. There is something to balance in between. I'm not saying that you cannot, retract, but just mentioning. If you go all the way there, the judge will communicate that, you should extend more of the shoulder. In all honesty, everything that we speak about here and all those discrepancies and how do you know where you crossed the line of the acceptance, like what's acceptable, the judge will just communicate to you. We talk. Like, imagine you're doing the reps, and I'll be like, all right, no rep, more extension. You'll be, all right, I know what to do. We're not like, we're talking. No rep explanation, no rep direction. We're guiding you through. We're not there to just tell you to do the rep over and over. We're here to help. So this is the thing, because the rest of the technique was already discussed during the qualifier. Lockout, chin over the bar. If you have doubts about your pull-ups, do it better. Next, the push-ups. All the push-ups will be done on the Parallels Pro, so the height will be different from here. The Parallels Pro of Gornation, they will be set in a straight bar like manner. So you will just do the same thing as you do here, right? But it's going to be lower. Gore Nation Parallettes Pro, 2 of them linked. So on the push-ups, you can see that in this set there are 30 push-ups and it's not dead stop. So in the first set there is no dead stop for the push-ups. You are just supposed to give me your best push-up, you know. For the push-up, please pay attention that I'm not mentioning that you need to touch the bar with your chest. It's not an indicator. The indicator is your elbow should be above the shoulder. I mean, the shoulder should be below the elbow. And if you decide to touch the bar or the parallel, it's up to you, but you don't have to. If it's like this, where the shoulder is kind of, yeah, on the same level with the elbow, then it's a no rep. This is a rep, yeah? On the top, make sure that you actually lock out, because if you don't, and you go for speed, because you're so fast, which is cool, of course, but you need to control it. So if you go like this, you know, like, oh, if you slow down, it's gonna be lockout. Oh, you need to pause the video to see the lockout. None of that. None of that, guys. Make sure that your lockout is a lockout, not like kind of lockout. Yeah, so you want to go faster, you know, burst it out. Burst it out. Don't go, you know, like that and then ask the judge to stop the video. We are not reviewing any videos. Decisions are being done on the go, within the set, in the set. All right, so like we said, 30 seconds LC hold, 30 dips, 30 pull-ups, 30 push-ups. They are not supposed to be done unbroken. You can break them anyhow, so just mentioning. The next set, the next exercise is the muscle up. Well, for the muscle up, you guys did quite well in the qualifier, I would say so. And I'm quite happy about how it went for in each of you. But at the competition, we're gonna see all the details, and I'm about to mention them. Of course, I'm talking about the hips, because the lockout on the bottom and on the top is clear as the sky in summer, right? It's obvious we need to have it. But what is the hip hinge allowance? There is no allowance. You should do your best to keep your hips intact at the moment of the pull-up start. So, for example, if your muscle up looks the way that your hips go at the same time to the front, or before at the same time with your arms or before your arms, then it's a kip. Look. We can all agree that it's a kip. It's a hinge through the hips, and when the hips rotate at the moment of the initiation of the pull-up, it's a kipping muscle up. It's a kipping muscle up. We should aim towards having a locked core, a braced core, and your lower body should be connected to your upper. It is needed to be emphasized and mentioned, because the muscle up is something that you can gain a lot of advantage, a lot of time with, and it's something that one person may do super clean and the other person a little bit less clean. We're talking about super clean for each and every one, about the highest standard out there. I'm talking about this based on the qualifier from all of you. Okay, so what's the allowance? All right, because I scared you now. I suppose hip hinge is okay when it's natural and it flows in there, and when it's not done at the moment of the pull-up, because if you go like that on the very bottom, you make it all easier for you. So what's the allowance? Start properly, but then if your legs raise slightly to the front, it's fine. But if it's like this, then I know that it's the hip that initiates the movement, not your arms completely. Hope you got it. Next one, 20 squats with 20 kg vest. For this, what you want to have is your hips below the knees. And in all honesty, you guys are very good with pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, but them squats were highly disrespected during the qualifier. And we don't want that. We don't want that at the competition. We don't want the knees to drive first like this. We don't want the reps look this short. You know, we want the extension of the hip on the top. Where does the squat stops if I don't extend? So first you put the weight vest on your own. There is no judge to help you. So you pick it up, you strap it. You need to strap it, because if you don't, the vest flies. You either go down, it goes here, it elevates, and then as you go up, it hits you. Not the most comfortable way, not the most convenient way, but it's needed to be done with the straps, because the weight distribution changes as you go fast, right? And the vest bounces off your chest and changes its weight throughout the movement. It's hard to pinpoint how much it changes, but you get the idea. Strap it. Hips on the way down, they need to be lower than the knee crease. So around that. You can go lower, it's totally fine. But if you go around this low, it's a no wrap, I'm sorry. Yeah? So in order to avoid those mistakes, try to focus on your hips dropping, not your knees bending. Some athletes just tend to go through the knees, and then the rep is really hard to direct into the full depth, full range of motion, because you just go like that. Yeah? So try to sink in. Yeah? Try to sink in. Then we basically repeat the superset. I didn't mention how many muscle ups and how many squats though. 30 seconds L-sit hold on dip bars, 30 dips, 30 pull-ups, 30 push-ups. This is the first superset. Then we're talking about the muscle ups. Those are 5. Then the squats with 20 kg vest for 20 reps. Okay? And then we proceed to the same superset from before with the dips, pull-ups, and push-ups. 20, 20, 20. 20 dips, 20 pull-ups, 20 push-ups. Then we do 5 muscle-ups again. Then we do 20 squats with 20 kg vest again. And we finish it up, listen carefully, with 30 seconds unbroken chin over the bar, pull-up hold to finish up the routine. Once again, if you fail to hold the 30 seconds, let's say you held it for 28 seconds, you failed on the last 2, you didn't hold your chin above the bar high enough, you drop. What happens? You need to start over. Yeah? The rules for the chin over the bar are also quite obvious. You are not supposed to plant your chin onto the bar. As soon as you do so, you start over. There is no like, hey, fix it. As soon as I see your chin above the bar, plant it like this. It's over. You will be asked to get off the bar and get back on it. Okay? Chin should be above the bar, clearly, like on the top pull-up position. Yeah? Let me show you. You cannot be there. You can, of course, this is okay, but that is already that. So your chin, as far as your chin is clearly above the bar and across it to the bare minimum, then it's fine. 30 seconds L-sit hold on dip bars, unbroken. 30 dips, 30 pull-ups, 30 push-ups. 5 muscle-ups, 20 squats with 20 kg vest, 20 dips, 20 pull-ups, 20 push-ups. 5 muscle-ups, 20 squats with 20 kg vest, and 30 seconds chin over the bar, unbroken hold. That's it. Male round of 8. Are you ready? It's going to be 10 pull-ups, 10 muscle-ups, 10 straight bar dips, then 15 squats with 20 kg vest, then 8 pull-ups, 8 muscle-ups, 8 straight bar dips, 15 squats with 20 kg vest, 6 pull-ups, 6 muscle-ups, 6 straight bar dips, 15 squats with 20 kg vest, 4 pull-ups, 4 muscle-ups, 4 straight bar dips, 15 squat with 20 kg vest, 2 pull-ups, 2 muscle-ups, 2 straight bar dips. As you can see, it's a drop set, very nice one, the classic, the OG version. So the only thing that I would like to discuss in this one is a straight bar dip, since we didn't really have this in the qualifier, and this is something to respect. Let me show it to you on a lower bar, on a parallel bar, so you can see what I'm talking about. Because look guys, when it comes to the high volume sets, we all know it's all right to have this kind of wide grip and shorter range of motion. It's totally fine in training, not at the competition we're going to. Here, I would like you to make sure that you hinge over the hips in order to actually pass the elbow level with your shoulder on the way down, or at least do your best to do so. Yeah? So, what I'm looking for, what we are all looking for, sorry for saying we all are looking for this. Audience, coaches, athletes, organizers, people who hadn't even started calisthenics yet but about to, thanks to you, all of us. So, you see this form? All I need to do is hinge over the hips. It has nothing to do with your mobility. And all in all, it's just 10 straight bar dips, then 8, then 6, then 4, then 2. Let's respect them. Yeah, legs together. The grip width, honestly, it can be wider than the shoulder grip width. Yeah, wider. But as long as you give me shoulder below the elbow, as long as you give me shoulder below the elbow, we're fine. And you are fine, most of all. So, for this one, it's quite straightforward. Give me your best pull-up, give me your best muscle-up, give me your best straight bar dip, then take your time on the squats to not pump. It's a distraction. If you go too fast through the squats, you may increase your heart rate. It won't serve you well for the upper body exercises. So you may take your time on the squats to just, pace yourself and then proceed to the next stage. Yeah? So let's respect every set, every exercise, and we succeed. Male semifinals. I'm really excited about this one. All right. Body weight. 20 pull-ups, 20 dips, 10 kg. An unbroken set of 5 muscle-ups, 5 straight bar dips, and 5 pull-ups. Then, again, 10 kg, 20 pull-ups plus 20 dips. Then, 5 kg and an unbroken set of 5 muscle-ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups. Then, 20 kg, 20 pull-ups plus 20 dips. Then, body weight, an unbroken set, 5 muscle-ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups. And please remember those unbroken sets, as soon as you break them, you're supposed to do them over. You need to start from the beginning of the set, not the whole routine. Then, after those body weight muscle-ups, 5 muscle-ups, 5 straight bar dips, and 5 pull-ups, we proceed to the dead stop push-up. And this is something I wanted to talk about, because dead stop here does not mean I will tap you or any other judge will tap you. It means that, considering all the fatigue from the previous set and the tension within the routine between the opponents, you may want to go faster on the easiest exercise. Yeah, your body naturally goes like that. So that's why we implement the dead stop element, which would look like, I'm not talking about, spending tons of time on the lockout. I'm talking about, just show me that you lock out. As soon as you catch your pace, your tempo, and your lockout is really visible, the judge will just follow through and will just continue counting the reps. Yeah. If there is any discrepancy happening, like you don't lock out fully, the judge will just communicate that there is no lockout, it's a no rep, so you need to hesitate a little bit longer or just put more attention towards your performance, right? But my suggestion is, when it comes to your reps, not only in a dead stop push-up or whatever else we get to do in the routines, try to set your rhythm and your form from the first reps. Yeah, so the judge does not have any kind of doubts, anything to think about, to worry about during your first reps. Because if you compromise your first reps, you may compromise your whole set, because you get your no rep call out, you get energy wasted. The judge is kind of in doubt. If you are familiar with the highest standards out there, and that's what we are aiming for. We're talking about the highest standard and the biggest stage out there, and we're trying to demonstrate what it is, what is so special about it. So we put respect in our performance, so we deserve respect from the world, so to speak, so people can get involved into calisthenics. People want to take a part of it. We are talking about big mission. We're talking about big mission, and all those reps should demonstrate what kind of mission we are on. Respect your rep, and there is no doubt about it. There won't be any doubt about it. Do your best, and the judge will do his best. And together, we can make history. Dead stop push-ups are 30. Yeah, and just like I said, I need just a hesitation on the lockout. You cannot go, you can. There is no doubt you can lock out without the dead stop, right? But it is there not because we doubt you are able to lock out. It's there to emphasize the tempo you need to set for yourself, and to avoid any kind of discrepancies happening in the easiest quote unquote exercise within the routine. Then 30 squats with 20 kg vest, and we wrap it all up with 5 muscle ups. Let me call it all again. All right, so first, body weight 20 pull-ups plus 20 dips. Then 10 kg 5 muscle ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups unbroken. Then 10 kg 20 pull-ups plus 20 dips. Then 5 kg unbroken set, 5 muscle ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups. Then 20 kg 20 pull-ups, 20 dips. Body weight, unbroken set, 5 muscle ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups. Then 30 dead stop push-ups, 30 squats with 20 kg vest, and 5 muscle ups to wrap it all up. Let's proceed to the females category of Calisthenics Cup at FIBO 2025. Round of 8. Yeah, let me first of all mention that rules stand the same for the exercises that have already been in the qualifier routine. So they were discussed, they were mentioned in the description, how they are supposed to be done, performed, and you guys did totally well. I would like you to follow the same principles that you did for the qualifier when it comes to the exercise that you will hear, and they will be familiar from the qualifier basically. So we start with 5 muscle ups. The allowance stays the same for you from the qualifier. So whenever the judge sees that the hip hinge was way too much, or the lockout was not there, or any kind of mistake was noticed, the judge just communicates it. Everything is going to be, communicated. So don't worry about that. And if you have any doubts, send me a private message, send a question on the Discord channel. We're here to help. We're here to elevate. We're here to guide you through the whole routine. We start with the 5 muscle ups. Then we go for 20 dips, 20 pull-ups, and 20 push-ups in this order. Here, the push-ups, let me show you the push-ups, yeah? These are not supposed to be done with the dead stop, correct? As it doesn't say so. So here I would like to request a visible and noticeable lockout within your elbows, within your arms. So this will not go, so try to just make sure that you burst out, that you actually lock out, like you're trying to quote unquote break your arm into the opposite side. That's basically what I would call it. Yeah, and make sure that every rep counts, because we don't want the easiest exercise within the routine to compromise anything with regards to the time that you're about to finish it with. Yeah, so on the way down, I want you to have the shoulders below the elbows, so everything like this will not be counted. As you can see here, it's quite aligned, and here it's lower. Yeah, so that's how the rep is counted on the way down. And on the way up, just make sure that you do that, for example. Yeah, so it's not like limited. Yeah, obviously the highest standard out there. Then we go for them squats, and those are going to be done with the vest. So the thing is, you will put the vest on your own. Nobody's gonna help you. So make sure that you put it correctly and take your time. Don't rush with the things that are very technical. Yeah, so put it on calmly, focus. Try it beforehand. Yeah, dry testing. Put it on, strap it. Strapping is obligatory, so it doesn't swing when you squat, because when you squat and you go fast, the vest bounces on and off from your chest. Yeah, on and off your chest. So then the weight that you're actually working with fluctuates and goes a little bit lighter than it's supposed to be. So strap it, and on the way down, we need our hips to pass below the knee. So it's like that. It's not on the same level, it's lower. Yeah, and don't miss on this extension on the top, the hip extension, because if there is the squat that ends here, how am I supposed to judge and evaluate when, yeah, all of you would do it differently, correct? So what's the end goal? The end goal is extension over here. If it's like this, it's not a complete rep. It equals like you do it on the butt, on the pull-up, like that. Yeah, so let's respect all the reps. Boom, boom. Of course you can do it faster, but as long as you maintain this hip extension, we're all happy. Then we get, oh yeah, the unbroken set for 20 seconds. And the unbroken set for you guys means that if you fail to do it unbroken, the whole segment, then you need to restart over this segment, not the whole routine, but this part. Yeah, so you have 20 seconds of the pull-up hold with chin over the bar. And here, pretty much, yeah, everything is quite obvious. Your chin should be above the bar clearly, not like you know, touching it or trying to tap it with the tip of your chin. No, it should be clearly above and across the bar, because if it's above and the bar is that far, how, yeah, you know what I mean. So what you need to do is you need to pull into this position and hold it. And you can, of course, this is fine, yeah, but this is already not. Also, if you want to elevate your shoulders, totally fine. It's totally fine, but of course, chin over the bar. So if you want to compensate and do this, it's up to you. As long as the chin is all above the bar, it's totally fine. What's important is the straight legs. It's kind of a standard, but needs to be mentioned. Legs should be straight. They can be elevated like this even, but straight. This doesn't work. Straight legs. Yeah. And for example, if you held it for 19 seconds and you failed to have it unbroken, unfortunately, you need to start it over. That's it for this round. Semi-finals of the female category. Oh, this one is a spicy one. Unbroken set. 5 muscle ups, 5 straight bar dips, 5 pull-ups. Then 20 squats with 10 kg vest. Then, not unbroken. This one is normal. Then, an unbroken hold of 20 seconds L-sit on the bars. The following set is also unbroken. 3 muscle-ups, 3 straight bar dips, and 3 pull-ups. The following exercise is 20 squats with 10 kg vest. Then 20 seconds L-sit hold on dip bars, unbroken, and also unbroken. Set 1 muscle up, 1 straight bar dip, 1 pull up. So here, the exercises that are kind of new within our cooperation are the straight bar dip and the L-sit hold on dip bars. Let me demonstrate both here. So for the straight bar dip, we want to have the shoulder below the elbow on the way down, and in order to achieve that, slight hip hinge usually helps. Yeah, and normally the wider you go, the harder it is to pass the elbow line with your shoulder on the way down. Yeah, so it would be like this. Yeah. The other thing is, the lockout obviously on the top. Yeah. And the L-sit hold. Here we need to have the arms straight, legs straight, and heels just above the parallel bar. And as I mentioned, it's supposed to be unbroken. So make sure to rest just enough before all of those unbroken sets, so you don't burn them. Yeah. So arms locked, legs straight. You want to plantar flex, point your toes out, do so. You want to dorsiflex, point your toes towards you, do so. As long as it's straight legs and straight arms, we're totally fine. Okay, just to sum it all up, all the battles stop as soon as one of the athletes within the battle finish the routine. There is no opportunity to run the routine until the end. So that's one thing. The other thing I want to mention again, that all the push-ups are done on Parallels Pro from Grenation. They're going to be set in a straight bar manner. Then ask your questions before the competition. On the competition is going to be only briefly discussed. We're there to compete. We're not there to ask questions. So you will be added to the Discord channel. You can ask your questions there. Feel free to hit me a message in private. I'm always there. I'm here to help. But I cannot help without your questions. So be sure to ask them. Let's make the history, fam. Let's make the history. That's what we're here for. I'm not joking. Let's go.